Go and grab your birth certificates right now. Literally, go get your birth certificates right now. Did you know that your birth certificate is the U.S. citizen? Did you know that your birth certificate is the actual 14th Amendment citizen? It is a sign. Let me say it like that. The birth certificate and the Social Security number together is a sign of the actual U.S. citizen. And a U.S. citizen is a citizen of the District of Columbia, residing in one of the states of the Union, and are classified as property, okay, and franchises of the federal government as an individual entity. Willing Steel Court versus Fox. So, the certificated security that goes to the actual franchise, okay, the actual individual entity, is what you call the birth certificate. Now, this instrument allows you to have power and adjudication because you are the holder in due course. So you can actually treat this as property. As you can see, U.S. citizen is considered property. Well, what do we do with property? In order to protect property, we convey it into the trust. So once it goes into the trust is the actual kingdom. So remember, this is a person. So once the person has been conveyed into the trust, now that person is subject to the governing laws of the trust. And since it's subject to the governing laws of the trust, then that now means that you have full control over the actual person, because the person is living within the king's land, and the king's land or the kingdom is the actual trust. Well, who's the king? The king is the actual grantor who sets up the trust, the rules and regulations for the grantor, trustee, and the beneficiary, and also sets the governing law. Okay, so now what do we have here? What we have is power to adjudicate and have private legislation over the actual person. Okay, everything is about in rem. Your claim has to be in rem, meaning that we are bringing our claim against a thing or property, and that is the reason why the actual Fourth Amendment protects people within their persons, their houses, their papers, and things of that nature, because everything is in trust. We're supposed to always operate in trust. The Constitution itself is a trust indenture, okay? Which also means it's a contract as well. And that, since it is a contract, then everything can be enforced according to the law merchant rules as well, okay? Which is the reason why we are only transferring titles. Transferring and assigning titles. Everything that we do should have some form of title to it. Every bank account, anything that you can think of.